I'm a fluid artist, but this DIY craft table can be used by artists and makers who want a larger, more organized workspace. So if you enjoy fluid art, acrylic art painting, Cricut crafts, resin, scrapbooking, sewing, quilting, card making, or any kind of mixed media, I hope this project gives you ideas for creating your own dream craft table.
Hey drip droppers, do I look far away to you? I had to move my camera back so you could see my whole upgraded craft table. Now, if you've been following me, you know that last year I made one of those tables that I saw people making online where they show how to take some cubbies, put a melamine top on it, and I did that. I even put wheels on it and all kinds of things. Now it's been a year. I've outgrown it. Exciting. I need something bigger because I'm doing bigger pieces of art. I'm teaching. I have children and adults coming in for teaching. My life is so full, but I needed a bigger table. So instead of starting over, we took that one apart, upgraded it, and made a bigger one for about $90. So I'm going to show you right now how we did that.
Okay, so here we go. I'm taking the mat off the old table. And Dan's going to help me remove the top. He's just taking the braces off. We had some braces under there. And here you can see we're removing that. And there's the two cubbies that are left. They are two cubbies sitting together, and he made the third. Now, these are cubbies we got from Target. They're made by Bright Room, and I think we paid $65 for it. Here he's putting the final corner screws in and putting it into place. This was such an easy project, you guys. So we just turned it into a T. That way I can still use the cubbies on it, and it'll give stability and support. So here he's just centering it. I think we did this project it was less than 2 hours. I do know that. It took longer to go to the store and get it because we kind of live in the boonies. So here he's putting some braces on. These are corner braces that we got at Home Depot also. And we just want to make sure the whole 3 units are all hooked together because eventually we know I'm going to want to move it around because I do it all the time. In fact, in the beginning, I remember buying wheels on the first one. We put wheels on it, and those weren't cheap either. They were like $5 a wheel. We put wheels all over it so I could move it around. And then it turned out that I really didn't need the wheels after all. I'm just showing you here also that he puts braces on the bottom also. Now, instead of the wheels, we're doing these little felt pads that you can buy. You can buy these almost any hardware store. They're easy to put underneath, although it took two of us. He could one to lift it up, the other to put them under. And the felt works perfectly on these if you want to slide them around your room. So that's the ones that are made for hardwood floors. At least that's what I'm using with the felt pads. Now here he's measuring everything to make sure he's got it lined up well, and we're going to put the top on next. So I'm so excited about this. I remember I'm doing the voiceover after, but I remember my excitement. And here comes the bigger tabletop. Now this one is 48 by 64. And it might not seem that much of a difference, but boy, when you're working on it, it's amazing. All right, so when you buy the melamine top, you want to get these. Well, we got it at Home Depot. The big thing is you're going to want to contact Home Depot before you go and make sure they have it in stock. We went to one Home Depot, we looked everywhere. We finally asked for help and they said, "Oh, we don't even carry that here, but we carried it at a nearby Home Depot." And it's called melamine and it came in a 4x8 sheet. And you can have them cut the sheet there. I don't have a video of it, but they cut it down to size. You have to know what size you want it. So I went for 48 inches by 64 inches, and they laid it right on this big special saw and cut it for us. It was marvelous and wonderful. Wow. And then it's off to get the level. So we want to make sure, especially with paint pouring, that it's level. Here, Dan is again using those corner braces to put it on. And finally, the easiest part of all, the melamine. This was so great. I should say the melamine banding, because it comes in a roll and it's right near where you find the melamine at Home Depot. There's a bin of this, and you literally just put this white piece of band on. We used an iron and a block of wood, and actually, this is Dan's favorite part. He loved putting that on. This is the second time he's done it because he did it on the other one before, and that was it.
Okay, so here is the finished table, just to show you how much space I gained. There's a mat sitting on the table. Now this mat hung off the other table. It was too big, but I thought I would just put it on here so you could see the difference. You can see all the room off the front, sides. Back here I gained room. I gained a lot of room, surprisingly. I gained a cubby with 6 holes down over here. So that's fantastic. There's more room off the edges so that I can pull up a chair and sit with it. I've got more room here. That's helpful for when you want to get your feet under it and you want to be close up when you're teaching, for example. Or you can bring a chair in under it now, which is fantastic. So I gained all this room, and you can see I put this on the mat so you can see this spinner. But in the past, when I would spin, I had barely any room, and sometimes the paint would fly off because it went farther than the size of the table and get on my shoes or the floor. Now I've added this much table so that my big spinner, when it spins the paint will stay on. Now you might be doing other crafts, so this table is handy for that too. It just gives more space for others to be working around with it, more space to dry things. It's so amazing. I can't wait to start using it.
And here it is from looking at the bottom of it. So I've got so many cubbies now. I've got 6 cubbies on the front here. I've got the grate top, 6 cubbies on the side. I've got my original 6 cubbies that I use especially where I'm painting, where I keep all the cups, and I've still got to load it. I'm so excited. And then I've got this flat side which I can hang tools on or do whatever I want.
Well, hey, thanks for joining, and thanks for joining in my excitement. If you've been doing crafts for a while, you know the joy of having a bigger space to work in. So I'll see you in the next video. If you've subscribed already, thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please watch the content. That's helping to grow my channel. My next video is going to be about how I'm using NFC tags, and I just scan them with my phone over the totes and the cubbies to know what's in them so I don't spend as much time looking for the little things I need to do projects. I'll be showing you how to do that too, and I'll see you in another video. Take care. Bye.